This is Chew on This with your host, Monique Baker McCormick, and her co-host, Michael Van Tull. Powered by the McCormick Report, Detroit's longest-running online community newsletter since 2008.
Chew on This, y'all. We're here. We're back.
Yes, we are.
We're back. This is Monique Baker McCormick. I'm Monique Baker McCormick, and
My name is Michael Van Tull.
this is Chew on This Detroit. And I am so happy to be here today. We have a guest here who's instrumental in doing a whole bunch of stuff in Detroit. And I'm going to let him outline all of that. But before we get into Mr. Goldfinger, as I call him, let's talk about some local or national news. What you got, Mike? What up, though?
Yeah, what up, though? Yeah. Well, ICE is pulling out of Minneapolis. It's done. It's a done deal. Everything is, they're going to leave a skeleton staff. But ICE is out of Minneapolis.
Dang on time, right?
Tom Homan made the announcement today. I didn't know Tom Homan
was the guy that stole that had the $50,000.
I was actually
you weren't.
I was surprised that he was Obama's immigration guy.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. And I'm like, okay, is that the same guy today?
That's the same guy that took the bride, though.
Yeah, same guy.
Unfortunately,
same guy. But the same guy was with Obama during the Obama administration. It's strange how when Obama did it, we didn't even realize that so many people were deported. That his nickname was Deporter in Chief. But there was no announced raids. There was none of this dragging people out of cars, breaking their car windows and all that kind of stuff. And they still did their job. Mm-hmm. They need to get back to doing the job itself. And they were going after the dangerous and the violent criminals back then. They weren't going after somebody that's been here for 40 years, making a living, owning their own homes, the business, putting their kids through college. My thing is, this is my idea about the immigration thing. Just if you want them to pay for coming over here illegally, those who've been here for more than 10, 15, 20 years, just let them pay a fine. Fine them. Take it out of their paychecks. I think that's fair. Like taxes.
That's right.
Fine them for it and move on. These are not violent criminals. These are people that are making a living and contributing to our society.
That's what I was going to say. Most of them contribute in the best kind of way, right?
Yes. Most immigrants come over here to work.
They come to
work. And Jamaicans are known to have 3 jobs. So they've never, people like that. I saw where they deported an armed forces. He was in the U.S. Army. And they deported him to Jamaica.
Right, because this is about a show.
Yeah.
This is not about real people that have lives and have families right here in the United States. This is just a spectacle and since they chaos.
And since they love money in Washington, find them. You know how much money we can make off of illegal immigrants?
But who've
been here for more than 10 years? Find them and let's add that to our treasury. Okay, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That's right. But it's so funny that I was recently in Florida at the Snowbirds golf outing that they have every year, and I've been there almost every year for the last 5 years. But we were on a PGA course, right? Wow. And this course, matter of fact, Sheila Johnson, owner of Ebony Jet, she is a owner in this course. So we wanted to support Black owned, right? But what we saw on the course were almost like small encampments of immigrants that worked on the course, right? And it was so strange to see them on the golf course in a corner off the golf course, but right in a in a small corner, because at first we were like, it almost didn't look like real people because they were laying on the ground, and we were like, that's not real people over there on the golf course laying down. But they were there because they worked the golf course. So it was funny to me that in Florida, where, you know, we have a governor who is Republican, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't go and raid the golf course and take all of those immigrants that are working on the golf course for more wealthy, affluent people.
They went to Home Depot.
That's right. Really? What's your thoughts? Any thoughts?
My thought is, I think like what was just mentioned about how you do things. And sometimes it's just too much. I mean, I think it could be another way for stuff to be done without all the violence. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can do immigration without all the violence.
You made a good point.
And killing American citizens, no.
Without the chaos.
Right.
But that's who he is. He's
organized chaos.
Mm-hmm. So, let's get to you, young man. Mm-hmm. We go way back, y'all.
Way back.
Back in the day.
Any stories you'd like to share?
Oh, yeah.
No, what goes on here, stay here.
I'm going to tell you.
Y'all.
I remember when she was first running.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a positive story because, you know, she would run, but you know what? Even if she lost, she never gave up.
That's true.
And I want to think that I had something to do with that because I think when she came and got her shirts from me.
I did. My first set of
she won.
campaign.
She won.
Yes.
So you think that the shirts
did it?
The shirts did it.
Don't tell them that it didn't, Mike. It did.
I want to believe that.
That's how I won. But you know what? Tell us about yourself,
like that.
though. You, because you've been doing some really awesome work in Detroit.
Yeah.
Tell us where, from the beginning.
Look at this.
I know.
Look at this.
I know.
But a list of stuff. I didn't even know half of this stuff. All I know is that you made my varsity jacket.
Right,
and
right.
my ski cap.
And a lot of my Henry Ford paraphernalia. This is the man that did. But look, let's tell people your history, where you started from, what high school you went to.
And how did you get this name Goldfinger? Because every time I hear Goldfinger, I think of 007. But your name is Butch Goldfinger.
Yes, but the name, it evolved. At first, I went into beauty school. A lot of people don't know I used to do hair
shows.
What?
Yeah, and hair
I was
shows.
one of the ones put on the hair show, but I was always a person always thinking on what can I do different, because you have to understand, when I was going to beauty school, I wasn't a great hairstylist. You had the John Goodens and the Carl Reeds.
Oh, yeah, Carl Reed, he's still doing it.
So
Carl Reed's still doing it.
I'm not good as them, so I always had to figure out what can I do to separate myself from people. Mm-hmm. And what I said, I'm going to put a gold nail on. And I'm going to call myself Goldfinger.
Really?
And I said, people going to talk. They're going to talk. Because here's a guy walking around with a gold nail on, a gold finger.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a marketing move,
It was
that.
a marketing move.
Smart.
And they couldn't remember my name.
But they remembered the gold
that
finger.
guy with that gold nail. And from there, for me also doing the hair, also, I know some of y'all probably know, I used to do the scene. I used to have that nail up there. But I'm always trying to think, how can I separate myself from everybody? And that's one of the ways I did, and it stuck. Then when I went into male dancing.
What?
Oh, see, that history, I didn't know anything about.
Wait, that's not on our
that's not on
talking points right here. That's interesting.
Male dancing.
You heard it here first.
I had a good time.
Okay, you were at one of the Watts dancers? Oh, okay.
The 20 grand.
20 grand, okay.
What's called the, what was that on West Grand Boulevard?
Oh,
Grand Quarters.
Quarters, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just a few places around. And
What?
that was pretty good too.
Like, really? Oh my goodness. See, now that I didn't know.
I did a lot.
Oh my goodness. So that reminds me of back in the day in high school. We used to sneak over to Watts. Yeah, I did, y'all. That's
Wow.
back in high school.
Clean
I did a lot.
fun.
Finding out
Clean.
more and
Yes, but that was fun.
Clean
but
fun.
where did it start? Where did you grow up?
more.
High
They taking
school?
notes on Facebook.
Well,
I know they are.
I started in really came out of Herman Gardens, and one of the other people came out of Herman Gardens is Judge Mathis. Is one of the ones came out of there, and
buddy.
yeah, he does a lot. But it started from there, and then moved over on Wyoming. Went to Drew, and then from there went to Chadsey.
Drew, okay.
Yeah, Middle school.
I remember.
Chadsey in
that
the
was
house.
a brand new school they had opened, and
I went to Drew for a couple minutes.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad over there.
Yep. Mackenzie's right down the street.
Mackenzie, I suppose went to Mackenzie. And one thing I would say is that parents don't never second guess your parents, because I was like half a block from Mackenzie, and my mother said, "You can't go to Mackenzie." I'm like, "Ma, it's right there." She said, "Nope. All my brothers and sisters went to Mackenzie, but she said, there's something wrong with you. So you're going to go to Chadsey because you're not going to come and have all them kids shooting pool, shooting dice
All them
on a lunch
friends.
break."
That's right.
And I was thinking, this lady is crazy to make me go all the way to Chadsey. But now when I sit back and think about it, she was right.
She was right.
She was right.
She was right.
She was
Sometimes
right.
those neighborhood schools are too close to home,
Too
and
close.
you get caught up in stuff. And so you went to Chadsey with my ex-husband too.
Yeah, that's
so
my guy.
That's another thing.
That's
so,
my guy.
I'm telling you, people gonna be saving this.
I know, Miss Dorsey.
Making a copy of this. They're gonna be making a
Facebook friend. Yes.
Yeah. She was reminding us that ICE is still doing detention facilities. They're purchasing properties across the state, including Ypsi. So
that's right. They are. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
thank you for that
Detention
information.
facility.
That is right. Okay. So then, what was next after high school?
Well, after high school, I went to beauty school and did pretty good in the beauty school because like I say, I'm always thinking. I'm not the best, but I'm always thinking. So when I used to go out, everybody used to look at me and say, "Wow, you going to the OA? Why are you talking to these young ladies?" Because I would always try to find out whose hair is toe up. And I'll go right over there and say, "Hey, your hair looks nice, but let me give you this card," because I already knew I couldn't compete with John Gooden and them kind of people. But I knew that if I shampooed their hair and conditioned it and just trim the ends, it's going to be a lot better. And that's how I accumulated customers.
All your friends.
Because I was always trying to think, and that's what it's all about in promotion. So that's what I do, marketing, promotion. I have a thing called the Third Eye Consultant. And we try to help people how to think outside the box. Because there's a lot of ways to do stuff. I know none of y'all don't know, but I've just been appointed to handle the Greenfield Plaza.
Really?
Which is over close to 200,000 square feet. And I'm going to be doing the marketing, the promotion.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna be doing the consultant.
Great.
And we're gonna try to see how we can get businesses to come in there and be able to operate and try to get the image better.
All right.
Take it
Clean
to
some
another
stuff up.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we at right now with it. A few people have moved in already.
Okay. And it's also where you have your business.
Yes.
Right? And matter of fact, he has on a 313 sweater. I want one of these that he actually put together. And a lot of my paraphernalia from the Wayne County Commission to Henry Ford High School to Michael Van Tull's cast tech jacket, you know. This is straight off the press, y'all.
yeah.
And Oh my goodness, this is amazing. You have to see this. I'm going to put it up. You probably can't see it, but it's my Wayne County Civic Youth Council logo. And it looks so great,
really
you
nice.
all. They rising up. That's what it's about. Creating opportunity, realize success. Isn't
nice.
that beautiful?
That is nice.
That
This
is
is
breaking news,
Yes,
y'all.
I'm telling you, this is going to be a great.
Oh my goodness, you made my
save
day.
this program.
Oh, you made my day.
Well, you
Thank
know I had
you.
to take care of you.
Wow.
And you did,
You
cause
know
see,
I
I
have to.
don't get a patch on my blazer, and it's gonna. Oh yes,
Yeah,
Wayne County Civic Youth
I know I'm
Council.
not a youth anymore, but I want one of those to
Yeah,
put on my blazer
oh,
too.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
I
Thank
think branding
you.
is very important to
Yep.
let people know
Who
what
you
you're doing
are and
where
what you do.
going. You're not working for Gucci, Snoochie, and Poochie.
That's right.
You
That's
need
right.
to have something to represent yourself
Yep.
and your community, and that's what we try to do.
Oh, thank you. And you do represent because you do other things in the community too. Besides, paraphernalia, you also give back in so many ways, and you work with Judge Mathis on a lot of things. And just tell us a little bit about what's coming
I might
up.
need that list right there.
What's coming up.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was reading
One of the
it.
things that is coming up real soon is that we're worried about these kids. And,
Yes, we are.
And I'm taking a page from you to try to step back in there and help more with the youth. But I used to have a program where I came to all the schools and I did youth motivation. And I would speak to every class. It took me 2 to 3 days, but it really came out of Henry Ford with the principal. There was some killings there, and she was so upset. So she started calling people out. Y'all always come up here when things happen, but I need people to help me with these kids, and it touched my heart. I mean, she was in
Be
tears.
proactive instead of
and
reactive.
that's what she was saying.
That's
And
right.
she had the nerve to call my name out and that Goldfinger. And I said, oh. So
Okay.
I made it up my mind that I'm going to put a program together. And it was called the Triple Rich Program. And what we did, we came in there and we worked with the youth. And we wanted them to learn how to express themselves, because a lot of times these fights and different things happen because it's hard when you can't express yourself. You get upset. Have you ever been like us back in the day? Remember when we used to cap on each other?
Yeah.
And then the guy couldn't think of nothing, and then he said, "I'm gonna bust your head open." Then you
That
shut
was
up.
the last
yes,
step.
because
Yeah,
he
that was the
couldn't
last.
get nothing
That
out.
was out.
So my thing is that we have to teach these youth on how to communicate, how to express themselves, because this on the internet and all that typing and stuff,
It's not teaching social skills.
social
And
skills
they're
is lacking.
getting angry at every little thing. You
and
know?
but so we have to touch onto that. And so what I did a program, and I made it into like a TV show, and had all the kids had to come up with their own TV show like Oprah. And what we did, we taught them how to laugh at each other. You can't take everything
It's so
Right.
serious.
Yes.
And some
That's
people
it.
rather cut their arm off than to speak. Grown-ups too. So I'm getting ready to go back, and we getting ready to start this back over again because it's needed very
It is.
much.
And I'm glad you, as a black male, because that's what we're lacking in our community. We're missing the black male connection to our children, to our youth. And I'm just proud of you for stepping up and
I'm trying.
and doing your part. And that's really all it really takes is each of us just doing just a little bit more in our community to make it better. Even if it's that neighbor kid that won't pull his pants up, talk to that little, to that young man and tell him why it's important to pull your pants up, hold your head up high. It's simple conversation that can change everything
You're right.
if we just take that time out for one or two youth. it changes everything.
Well, I'm taking a page from you because I see all the stuff you be doing, and I
Oh,
see a
thank you.
lot of stuff
Thank
that's
you.
happening. But
Thank you.
need to see movement. Every time I turn around, I see that you're doing something with the youth, and I'm like, dang, you forgot to tell me. Because you used to be so busy doing stuff and cleaning up and all this. I say, wow, why did she get all this energy?
You know what?
Yeah.
I stand on so many shoulders to be in the place that I'm at right now. I feel blessed and I'm honored and I'm grateful. And I'm just so thankful that I can't waste this opportunity. This is a opportunity that I have to make a difference. So that's what I'm going to do. Even though I got so many haters, it's just like, you know about them, don't you? I mean, even with this youth council, they wanted to kill the other one, so they killed that. Now, well, no, they didn't kill it. We spent it off into the Wayne County Civic Youth Council, and now it's even with this, it's like, oh, let's see how we can block her and doing this and doing that. But
Really?
but what I will tell you, everybody that comes my way, I'm going to let everybody know that they're coming my way. So that if you want to do dirt, then you got to be willing to be upfront with it. To me, it's like, okay, you doing okay. You should be willing to say, okay,
Man up.
Man up. I'm killing this. I'm killing that.
Say it to your face, right?
For whatever reason, maybe they don't like the way I look or talk, or maybe because of as my staff told me today, she said, you had that sharp tone. I said, well, I am military, so don't forget that. I do carry a weapon. Don't forget that. So, it's sad.
It's the copycatters.
It's
I go
sad.
through it
It's so
so
sad.
much, and it's just
and
amazing.
you have that too, copycatters.
Yeah, the
people
copycatters.
that pick up
but
on
it's only two people.
things that you have started and done, and then we find out that somebody else has got something
Right.
under
Yeah.
a different name.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's flattering,
Because we
really.
need, like what you're doing, we need more. I'm not afraid of anybody doing more of the good work that's
Right.
needed in our community.
Well, Goldfinger, one of the
Yes.
things that
Yeah.
attracted me and why I wanted to work for.
But this not about me.
Yes,
Y'all
it is
stop
for
talking
right now
about me.
because
Well, I want to hear this.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when she called me, I was happily retired, kicking back, living my life and stuff like that, and she called me and said, would you work for me? And I said yes before I even thought about it. If I thought about it some more, I probably, but I said yes right away. But the reason I said yes is because I noticed how much energy she had, how much passion she had. Let me move this out the way. How much passion she had, and how she did it without owing anybody. She doesn't owe anybody anything, and that's what attracted me to her.
Well, thank
Yes.
you for that. But
Nobody calls and tells her, "Hey, it's time to pay up."
I love that.
As a politician, nobody can do it.
Well, I used to listen to you every Sunday. So I've been
Michael?
to Michael.
Oh,
I used
okay.
to listen to his show every
Yes,
Sunday in the
yes.
morning.
Praise Network.
Missionary.
Yep.
Praise
Yep.
Network. Yep.
Yes.
With Missionary Van Tull.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes.
We got a few things that's coming. I got one, and I'm going to bring it to you too, Commissioner. It's going to be called Suit Up and Brush Up.
Interesting.
We think every youth should have at least one suit.
That's
I like that.
powerful.
I
Every
like
youth.
that.
So we're going to be putting something together. You came to my fashion show, and she modeled in it. We're going to have that next year, this year. In October, we're going to do another one, but we're going to do one
Let me know.
for the
I'll
youth.
be there.
We're going to do
young
one.
people.
We're going to have one for
That'd
the
be
youth.
nice.
And we're going to have some giveaways and different things. So we got a lot of, I got so much stuff coming.
Can I just say one thing, Goldfinger?
Yes.
If we haven't even talked about this too much, but if somebody wants a varsity jacket, if they want for their high school to show out and show off for their high school and stuff like that, you can do it, right? You got
yes.
okay. They can just order it from you because it was easy, and the prices
Are
not
fair.
yes.
Very fair.
Yes.
So tell everybody in out there on Facebook and
I should have brought it.
And how else can we get in contact?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
and
iHeart, Amazon.
Share this episode, right?
Yes, yeah.
But share your information so that they know how to get.
I should have brought my jacket with me.
should.
That
Leather
would've been
jacket. It's nice and warm. And he warned me after I picked it up. He said, "Mike,
You wear that,
wear it.
everybody gonna want it."
And I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That same afternoon, I was getting in and out the car, and people were coming up to me talking about, "Hey, man, that's nice. Where'd you get that from?" You know, and I have to keep his business cards in my pocket when I wear my Cast Tech jacket, varsity jacket. How did I end up with a Cast Tech varsity jacket decades after I graduated from Cast?
Well, you know what? Let me tell you.
I should have had that from 1980.
Well, the thing happened from that is the COVID. When that COVID hit, shut down everything.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do the jackets in the school no more. And I said, wow, what am I going to do? I came up with the idea to do a jacket. I said, maybe I'll do an alumni jacket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to work.
It does. It works.
But I said, who's going to send me money over the net? Excuse me. And man, people were sending me money
Just
over
like that.
the internet.
Just like that.
I said, people actually do this. I didn't have nothing to lose by trying it.
Right.
And that's where I started with the alumni jackets.
Yeah.
Wow. So give your information.
Yeah.
Let people know how to reach you. Because we're gonna
And it's the
come
real
up
deal.
with our next
and,
guest.
Yeah,
right
and
after
I
him.
didn't.
Yeah, but
I think I
they're
put my
wonderful.
name on it, Michael Cast Tech 1980. I didn't put all that extra stuff on mine. Mine's real simple.
Just simple,
Yes.
and it's sweet. This
Classic.
jacket is
Okay.
sweet.
I should have brought it here today,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
represent.
The best way to get in touch with me is you can call me on my phone, 313-737-4002. Or you can go to my Facebook, Butch Goldfinger, or my email, goldfinger1016@aol.com. And I'm at the Greenfield Plaza, but it's best sometimes to call and let me
First.
know.
Yep.
And you need to get with me early for the picnics that's coming up. Do not wait until
to the last
summertime
hour. Yeah.
and you want jerseys and shirts and all this kind of stuff. No,
Yep.
get with me
Early.
Now.
Yeah. Yep.
I have a thing called layaway. You can lay it.
It works because I use layaway. I
Yeah.
used it, and it works.
Y'all remember?
Yeah.
Does anybody out there remember layaway?
Yeah. that's what
In the
people-
black community, it
That's
kind
what-
of stayed a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can have a lot of money in your pocket. I'm like that. I can have $500 in my pocket, but I don't want to give you my whole $500.
right.
I got to
You-
do it in pieces.
Exactly.
Right.
You do 100 here, 100 there. Yeah.
But
it
don't
works.
take too long.
No.
Right.
I got some people 3 years and still sitting there, so we don't want to do it like that.
And it ain't going nowhere either.
Well, we gotta have you back. We definitely have.
Yeah,
to,
this was
to-
fun.
to support all of the good things that you're doing. You know, I love you. I do,
yes.
like my brother, and you know what? I thank you for coming on because he told me, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you.
Right. But yeah, thanks, Goldfinger.
yes,
Thanks for coming
thank
on
you.
Chew on
No,
This
I had to do
Detroit.
that for you.
Yep.
This is Chew on This with your host, Monique Baker McCormick, and her co-host, Michael Van Tull. Powered by the McCormick Report, Detroit's longest-running online community newsletter since 2008.